Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Technology. Alright, here we are today, episode 8. In last episode, we were kind of working on some intermediary LV machines, and we got the electric ore factory. Now, there is an issue with using this right now. I don't think we have the power draw or the power generation to power it, because whenever I turn this bad boy on, it just drains all of our steam. So we're gonna have to like struggle a little bit until we get into a better power source, which from what I've gathered is going to be lapidary dynamos. Kind of brings me back to the good old days of Noma Factory easy mode, I suppose. And we'll get to that hopefully soon. I'm just trying to think if I did any tweaks off camera that stuck around. I was trying to get like better steam situation. As you can see, I have like the boilers here in a line with the item pipes. But yeah. Oh, and that just reminded me, I need to go. Should probably put some more charcoal into the chest here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, the thing about this pipe system is that it doesn't really distribute evenly. Not until at least I were to get a round robin functionality, which with the pretty pipes, I'm pretty sure is locked behind aluminium. To which at said point, I believe we would have better options. So I'm just going to evenly put these all in here, and then we'll move on to the rest of this episode. All right. So one thing I want to point out before I forget, I don't know why I didn't think about this. I guess it just didn't pop up in my mind. But we can do Control F to search for a quest object if we need to. So that's pretty nice. And that's where the audio just cut out again. Or the music stopped. Oh shoot, did I? Hold on. There we go. I don't know if I double played the music, but making sure there. Okay, so I did get some item preparation done for today, and that is the rock filtrator. This is going to be crucial to getting new tech, because the rock filtrator is going to allow us to get all kinds of geodes. Green sapphire, which is going to be crucial for aluminum right now. Then there's stuff like quartzite, realgar, topaz, apatite, you know, so on and so forth. Emerald, diamond, ruby, all this good stuff, right? So that's something that we're going to get going right now. Now, in order to use the rock filtrator, we're going to need to have water, or more correctly, distilled water, which means we're going to need to get a distillery with water. So I don't have the distillery just yet, but let's see how simple that would be to make right now. If it's gonna take a little bit longer, I could just cut, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be all that big a weight. So yeah, let me just go ahead and pop over to our LV machine here and get some. Yeah, screw it. I'll just put the whole thing in there. I only need about 4, I think. So yeah, while that cooks, I'll go over here for a minute. You can see we have a aqueous accumulator. I think it's aqueous. I've been saying it aqueous the whole time, but aqueous sounds better. But yeah, so I'll have the distillery. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh no, yeah, I should be good. I just gotta pipe these soul infused wires over this way anyway for the void machine. Excuse me. And I'll be able to pipe the water into the distillery. There we go. Let's pop over back over here. Now, you know, not the greatest, not the happiest with our base layout right now, but it will be okay. Once I get AE2 going and all that good stuff, I'm going to design a much nicer base. I think I have something really good in mind. So, you know, just be a little patient on that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it right there. Now, I don't know if I have any more potent pipes. I might have to make some more. Kind of already, like, cannibalized some pipes for other reasons. Okay, good. I have some. All right, so let's grab everything over here. Should be enough for what we need. Oh, I didn't grab the soul infused. Then, of course, you know, once we get to MV, we'll be able to buy the jetpack boots. So that will be pretty cool. Can just fly over everything and don't have to worry about it. At least I assume that... Frickin'... At least I assume that's how it will be. I never really used whatever boots they're talking about in the quest book before. Before I forget, do I have wire cutters? Probably gonna need them anyway, so I might as well get them now. All right. Okay, boop. There you go. And for the water to distilled, we're gonna need Uno? Yes, Uno. Or wait a minute, there's two recipes here. Wait. Water, water, distilled, distilled. One does more at a time, clearly. Okay. Oh, wait, the timer on this one is longer. But that's, what, 10 times slower, right? 8 divided by 0.8, 10 times, yeah. So... also more power, I guess. Let's just put this on 5. I don't think it really matters. All right. Obviously, we don't have the power yet, so we're going to have to do some diggy. This is going to be interesting because I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this without making a lower level. So you know what? Let me do some good old Sky Factory shenanigans. I don't know why I said Sky Factory specifically, as if that would make any more sense. But maybe some of you might out there might get it. But mostly it's more of like a void world situation thing where like to get... God damn it, I mean, you did get cobblestone. In order to like make a lower level, you have to make a waterfall. To get down below and then put some blocks down and then use the water tower to get back up. Okay, so boop. Okay. It still is being a little difficult, but whatever, that works. Okay, where's my cobblestone? One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me jump cut. I'll take care of this. Okay, everybody, we're back. So one thing that I realized as I was trying to like build the rock filtrator off camera and come back on screen and show it is that we needed tempered glass. Now, if you'll recall, tempered glass was a quest that we still needed to take care of in the early age. Before I go any further on that. All right. So we had to get tempered glass, right? And we discussed that without the arc furnace, we would have to go with the lava and the glass method. So that was something I did off camera. Tempered glass. Boom. And that's going back to cobblestone. Okay. So there is that. Tempered glass. Let's pop back over to this area here. You can see I kind of started to set it up, but stopped short of being complete. Let's go ahead and put that there. Now we're going to have the tempered glass all up in the middle here. Okie dokie. I should probably set you up. Am I gonna be able to get to the... Here, let me do this. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So we're gonna want to have you there. Then we have to have you, and you. Okay, cool. Now, got to figure out where everything else needs to go. So the gearboxes, I think this is for a different multi-block that I was preparing for. Yes, there's no gearboxes here. So the input buses, the hatches, we got the hatch, gotta get the energy hatch. So that can be any of these solid steel casings. Okie dokie. So wait a minute. Oh, I think I foobarred this. No. Oh, wait, never mind. I got confused. That's the distillery. That's the input bus. Okay. So come over here and go boop. We're gonna have... I'm dead. I'm dumb. That needs to be there. You are gonna be the energy hatch. Cool. Okay, output buses. Now they said that we're gonna have to have multiple of those, so that leaves us in a precarious spot because we're either gonna have to have them here in the front or some weird setup on the top. Right? Now the input bus... Wait, hold on. Input hatch, energy hatch. Okay, we don't need an output hatch. I got really concerned there for a minute. So the input bus... Input bus... Wait, where did I put it? Did I lose it? Eh? It won't be up there. Input bus, energy hatch... I must have, like, lost it or something, question mark? Okay, no matter. Let's just go over to this big boy storage bin here. Input boost. Input boost. There you go. The only other thing I can think of is I put it down, broke it, and it popped off somewhere. I'll put it right there. Right. So the rest... Up here. You should be able to go like that. That. Did this need a maintenance hatch? And I just forgot about it? No. Wait a minute. Does the input hatch... No. Wait. That could be anything. What block are we missing? It's a hollow middle, isn't it? Yes. So it doesn't like something. Output bus, output bus. Output bus. Copper nickel should be in the bottom. They did put the energy hatch down, right? Yes. Okay, let me pause here and try to... Wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's fine. I wonder if this has to go in the middle. Shit. I have to get that block. I see. So it had to be. It was eye-sighted. Okay. Boop, boop. Cool. Okay, well, that's dumb, but whatever. Let me get... There we go. Okay, so that's a weird situation. Let me go ahead and skip to daytime, and then we'll talk about the under area that I put down. And then probably get the Filtrator multi-block connected. Okay, this way. All right, so we drop down here, and hey, look, a platform. All right, so you are somewhere around here. There we are. Boop. Now we should have just enough to get up, and we do. Cool. Let's go ahead and connect ya like that. Hey, there we go. Okay. Let's get some things covered up here. Makes everything pretty. So, what do we want to send in here first? Let's remind myself on what this outputs first. So, oh yeah, sapphire would be good. That would be a good first candidate. Excuse me. Diamond, emerald, ruby, sapphire, sapphire. So sapphire also comes from this as well. Emerald, yeah. Apatite, spessartane, monazite, certus, topaz. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different multi-block. I thought there was something. Oh, you know what? I think it was the rock excavator that I'm thinking of. Excavate? No. No. You know what? It was a void extractor. Yes, this. This is what I was thinking of, and I think I have some parts. I think I made the machine block too by accident. But what I'm getting at is we're going to be wanting silver, pentallidite, because wait, wasn't that cobalt? Sodalite. Try to remember how cobalt would come to be. Cobalt dust. Let's see. Copper, pentallidite. Okay, yeah, pentallidite. Bornite, sheldonite, cobaltite, copperite. Shoot. Okay, well, basically what I'm getting at is that we would need cobalt. Oh, here we go. They gave a quest here. Cobalt dust can acquired through either cobaltite, sludge, the electric ore factory, or simply washing copper ore. Let's see. Washing, purified copper. Washer? Purified copper. Hold up. It's always a pain in the ass to read this thing. If I have the copper ore and I come down to here and macerate it, then centrifuge it, then we have a chance at cobalt. What was the other thing that it said? Cobaltite sludge. Rare ore residue. Drilling fluid. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's something that we're still going to be wanting to be doing anyway. What do you give? Fresh lepidolite, pyrochlore, pyrolusite, magnesite, molten ore. So it gives a lot of stuff. So that's pretty neat. Back to the point. Cobalt, aluminum, and I think brass, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be needed for cobalt brass, obviously. We need the cobalt brass gear because we are wanting to make the lapidary dynamo, right? That's the only thing really holding us back from diamond power. Now, the cool thing about the lapidary dynamo is that it can be turned into a boiler. If I look up lapidary, you'll see we have a lapidary boiler. And from what I read, this would allow us to get a lot more power. Lapidary boiler. Wait a minute. It gives water. We feed this water? Question mark? I'll have to look into this, but diamond does give 300,000 raw power, but with the lapidary boiler, we basically get 4 times the output of steam, so that's pretty nice. Now, I don't know the deal with this level of steam, right? If we have a super hot steam, for example, we get 512 EU at 8 seconds. Let's see if I can't figure out something real quick. So warm steam, okay, I see. 6 to 7 to 8. So yeah, I mean, if you do make it hotter and hotter, you get more time out of it, I guess. I don't know if it really pushes the bang. Okay. Ooh. So steam turns into warm steam at a 1-to-2 ratio. Then warm steam, so it's a 1-to-4 ratio, if I'm not mistaken. And then hot steam, 1-to-8, I think. Let me do the math on that. Maybe it's only a 1-to-4 ratio. Or, well, it's hard to tell because we have to... Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, you know what? 1-to-8. That makes more sense. I guess because before we were dealing with leftovers, so now if we make sure there's no leftovers, yes, it is a 1-to-8. Okay, so I am good at math. Anyway, rambling. Lovely. Okay, so let's get back to what we were doing. We're going to want to get the sapphire. So if I'm not mistaken, we're going to go for the gravel situation. We're going to look over to the rock filtration or the rock filtrator. Yes. And circuit of 0 with gravel and distilled water. Now, Kedoki. So you are going to be a 0. Okay. Let's drop down to... What was that sound? Anyway. Oh, it's probably the music I'm hearing. Let's go ahead and grab a chesticle. Put that away. Walk on over to our hammer and get things smashed up. Let's see. I know I'm gonna need more blocks for the the excavator. Probably like machine casings and such and frames. So I might need to do a little pause to get that taken care of. We'll see though. So this right now, it's on the 5. Go over here and boop, boop. That's gonna take a whole minute. Okay. Oh my gosh, please hold up. Okay. So, while that is cooking, let's look at our void machine situation, shall we? Now, do we... It's still missing... Oh, we still need the mixer done. That quest is taken care of, though. Which leads the way to graphite. Which... Still we need crushed diamond, don't we not? Which diamond geode, yeah, that comes from the filtrator. So... Let's see, if I go back here, we take it through the washer, we put it in a cauldron of water or something because we don't have the machines right now exactly. We could take that to the macerator and then centrifuge. We get diamond dust, we get the graphite. That's a possibility. I don't think we need to worry about getting too much graphite for the arc furnace because it looks like we just need 1 piece anyway. 1 piece. So... Yeah, that will be not a big deal just to do it by hand. Okay, so for the where to go? The void excavator extractor. There is a void excavator. It's the higher tier one, but I keep confusing the two. We're gonna need energy hatch. Go figure. Output hatches, input hatch, output bus, frame, gearbox, and machine casing. I think we have these at least. Yes. We can get rid of you. Probably keep these on us. We will keep those. Scusi. Input hatch. Grab one of you. And let's see what else. So energy hatch. Do we have any left? No. Well, you're going to make another one. Okay, no big deal. So the energy hatch, output hatch, input hatch, output bus. I hate how you have to be very precise when clicking into the terminal. Output hatch. We have that. Okay, we should be good elsewise. So let's go ahead and get that LV energy hatch going, cooked up. LV energy hatch. Oh boy. Wait a minute. Did we already do this before? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Or no, I think we actually quest booked this, but it doesn't matter because we have the means to make it anyway. So let's get that bookmarked. So let's see, lead wire, boop, boop. So let me go ahead and fast track this and we'll continue on. All right, everybody, we're back again. So I went ahead and made 4 of them. Ugh. I made the ULV ones, it seems. Shiza. Let me see. I mean, technically, yeah, it will take ULV. And honestly, that might be better in the long run. For now, until I expand our power situation. Any case, let's get going. So with the extractor here, we're gonna need a 3x3, 3x3 area. So I'll put it yonder. Okay, so we want the output buses. We'll put them here. And we're gonna need an input hatch. All right, I still need to get the fluid situation, well, situated. But we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so you and you. Okay. Now you are just a simple around the outside. Oh yeah, and these are also frames, so they are climbable. Okay, so assuming everything else hunky-dory, let's go ahead and put that there. No. Okay, something is off. What was it? 1 hatch, 2 output hatches. Is it the output hatch? Technically, yes. Okay, let me go fix that. I forgot about that. And the music stopped again. Let's get that going again. I don't like how infrequent bass Minecraft music can be. I wonder if there's a way I can, like, get, I don't know, some sort of music mod. Something. Okay, we're gonna go right here. We're gonna break these blocks. Boop, boop. Still not happy. Why? Is it because we don't have an input bus? Do they even need input bus? No, they need input hatch. So what are we missing here? Oh, you know what? It's probably a 3 tall tower. That's probably what it is. Not quite. Well, Shiza, what is it? 2 on each side. Input hatch. 2 output hatches, an input hatch, 2 output buses. 2 output hatches, 1 input hatch, 2 output buses. Input hatch. ULV energy hatch. Something is not happy. Output buses, input hatch, output hatch, output hatch. Input hatch, output hatch. Does the middle have to be that block? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, let me do some figuring out here. Okay, we're back. I don't know what the heck was wrong. I went ahead and made the terminal here, right? Just a book, some weird alloy wire, wrought iron screws, right? And I shift right clicked on the structure block or the extractor block, the controller block, and it just formed. I don't know what the heck I missed. So I don't know. Weird. All right, so let me do a little. Yes, that's a good kind of picture there. Although what I should probably do is go to bed, wake up in the day, and get a better light in the picture. So I want to do one more thing, ideally, before we pop. And it's with these 2 machines, and I'm going to be able to do some good off-camera progress, mostly just resource generation, right? Okay, so... Oh yeah, I should probably plug this bad boy in. That would be a good starting point. And did I put my goddamn wrench away? I must have, because why wouldn't I? It's probably in here for all I know. But when I said in here, I was thinking of the terminal. Not so much only the chest, but, you know, it did end up being in the chest, so there's that. Alright, boop. Let's see. Boop. And... boop. God damn it. Well, at least it only blew up the goddamn energy hatch. Oh, shit. I'll fix that later. I'll make a LV power block. Dang it. Well, at least the audio didn't scare the shit out of me. And I mean that. It wasn't that loud. Okay, so before we can even turn that bad boy on and use it, we're going to need a lubricant, right? And lubricant, as I said before, is going to come in the form of a brewery or a distillery. Creosote lubricant. Yes. So we're going to need a distillery. What I should probably do is go set up a dedicated distillery next to the extractor, right? And every now and then go pop on that tank of creosote that I have so it can feed. Wait, actually, hold up. One more thing. No. What we should do is have a dedicated, or have the distillery with our LV machine blocks, at least for now. We're going to need the lubricant. We're going to need water. And we're going to need stone dust in a mixer, and that gives us the drilling fluid. And that is what goes into the extractor. Right, so we're going to need to get that mixer going now. So let's go ahead and bookmark this. Or EMI it. So let me do this. I'm gonna get all the parts for it. I'm gonna make it. Or I'm gonna make the LV extractor. No, sorry. Back up. I need to make an LV energy hatch or two, and then I need to make the mixer. I will make everything else that I need, and then we'll come back as I'm making the mixer, and we'll show that on camera, which, again, the music is gone again. I should probably stop just pointing it out and just turn it back on. It might get a little bit repetitive. Sorry, I'm thinking here. So just need distillery and a mixer. Yeah, so I'll get the distillery, get the energy hatch, and then we'll come back on screen with the mixer. Okay. Back in a few. Okay, we're back, everybody. All right, so I got the distillery here in my hand. Now we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves le mixer. Got everything prepared. Actually made like 10 machine holes, so we'll be good for those for a while. So there's that quest. I could probably go ahead and go a boop, although I probably have better picture material already with the other two big machines. Oh, that's right. I was gonna make the LV coil. I knew I forgot something. So I might just do a little skippy skip after I set this thing down. Let's see here. What are you? Oh, you are a brewery. Oh, that's right. Lubricant right there. I guess. Do I have any, I could just draw out the wiring a little bit more. Soul infused. Yes. Okay, we do have more. Though because I made the machine hole, it should lessen how much work I need to do to get the energy hatch going. I should probably use an axe, but whatever. I'm lazy. Steal me. All right, that should be enough space for what we want to do. All right. So there's the mixer. We're gonna want to get stone dust and some water. For that, let's go ahead and try to get that energy hatch. LV energy hatch. Okay, that's the ULV. We don't want that. I knew when I was making the LV hatch that the coil that it wanted us to make seemed a little weird. Steel. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The shift mouse wheel trick doesn't seem to work too well. Although I'm guessing it's because we're not in AE2 so much as using Tom storage, maybe. Though the interface for the terminal does kind of give the impression that it has AE2-like controls, so I don't know, maybe it's not one-to-one, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Wait for the last of that steel. There we go. I made a little bit more. Didn't I make, hold on. My attention span is a little, terrible when it comes to... Yes. Rod, there you are. And then, yeah. Music stopped playing again. Okie dokie dokie. Give me that. There we go. Okay, let's go back over to our void machine. This has spat out some geodes, and we'll have to get those processed later. Well, of course I put my wrench away. Why wouldn't I? Okay, so before I make another return trip, let's grab some... Oh, it just dawned on me. I never made a Macerator. Alright, so I'm gonna need to make a Macerator. So let's try to make that real quick, shall we? Steel. Oh, bucket. Just grab all the steel. Steel. Okay, so we're gonna need some steel plates. We're gonna need some steel rods. Let's get that cooking. Okie doke. Just about done here. Boom. All right. Back over. Why do you hurt me this way, Tom's Terminal mod? There we go. All right, so there's that quest. So, pop back over here. We're gonna plop you there. Put ye. All right, you go there. All right, so let's get that silenced. So here's our lubricant. We need to come over here. And then we're gonna need some water. So let's see. You should be water. Yes, that will do nicely. At some point, I'll be making a more dedicated situation for this, but just want to get some basic stuff going now, you know? Okay, there's a drilling fluid. What I should probably do is actually... Can this output from the front? Should be able to. Yes. Oh, it needs more water. Of course it would need more water. Doesn't seem to be able to hold all that much. Oh, because... Oh, I see. It's using as much water as it needs for the recipe the minute I put it in, and then it's gonna have, you know, leftover water. Okay, so there's about 30 buckets of drilling fluid. So let's come over here. You want to be wrenched downward. Output hatch, output hatch. You are drilling fluid. You go there. Oh, look at that. It's already running. So for that purpose, you and you. So let's see. Boop and a boop. And so that's going to spit out all that good stuff there in a moment. And there we go. So the raw ore slurry and the raw rare ore residue. All right, so we take that and we take it to the electrolyzer. We need a bucket though. We'll get more slurry back, cobaltite sludge, chromite sludge, rare earth, and vanadium magnetite. So the chromite, which would be chromium. And of course the cobaltite, what we're after as well. Oh wow, there's a lot of like, I like how much, how expansive all these fluids and such are. So the raw ore slurry will be centrifuged. Yeah, okay, so that's that. Yeah, okay. Waiting for that to finish off. Meanwhile, there's raw silver, raw coal, So with the silver, we can process that. Or grinder. Or crusher. Oh, I see. I think I could drop this into the forge hammer here and nice. Wait, did that? Oh, I see. If I wanted to double it, it would have to be in the Macerator. So I would need a steam Macerator. This boy, the steam grinder. So that's something that I'll look into making off camera. This is a machine that I'm all too familiar with in regards to like Money Factory and such. This, just like our other steam machines, will do jobs in parallel. Now, I don't have a bath for these crushed minerals yet, but we could just as easily make one. Of course, there is also the cauldron. Now, we would have to... Either way, we're still looking at having to fill water in there. So it's like the bath really is more powerful when we have a centralized fluid system or feeder system a la AE2, right? So, yeah. We'll just kind of play things by ear in that regard for the time being. Oh, I made the distillery. Why did I make the distillery? Wait, did I already... Did I already... I must have taken care of the lubricant already. I used the redstone and the creosote. Yeah, that's right, because it was a one-to-one situation. Okay, well, that's not terrible. I have a distillery for later, if I absolutely need it. Speaking of... Yeah, you are over here, that's right. You are dead. Or not running anyway. So I should probably get some more gravel in there. Sapphire and the green sapphire, right? This will turn into the aluminum that we're greatly trying to get. Which let's see. We take the crushed, and we could just... Let's see. There's the crushed. There's aluminum chance. LV, it's probably not going to be that great. I'm just trying to say something here. If we were to wash it first and then macerate it, there's sapphire, and then centrifuge the purified. We get green sapphire and then sapphire. So yeah, I might just manually wash some ores off camera and such. Then once we get the sapphire dust, we electrolyze that to get our first aluminium. So that will be something for the next episode. Let's look at our system here. So the void extractor... Let's see, I need to go grab a bucket. Then I need to break them a controller block. Okay, do I still have any drilling fluid that I could pull out from? No, not that. Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to make some more. I don't have the fluid on me. You know what? I will take care of that off camera. So there's a graphite quest to do next, arc furnace, gas collector, fluid solidifier. So there's still some other LV machines that we need to take care of here, but that will be a next episode thing. But now that we have the means to get geodes and, you know, resources here, I'll be doing some processing of materials and whatnot off camera, or when we come back in the next episode. And I'll probably make another aqueous accumulator and put it... I might put it underground and then pipe it into the mixer or something like that. Okay, so for the rare ore residue, that will be the electrolyzer. Oops. There we go. That's gonna start spitting out some cobaltite. And we needed to process that too. Centrifuge. It needs more, doesn't it? Oh, it's MV. Okay. Well, can't do anything with that right now, can we? Cobalt dust can be acquired through either cobaltite sludge, the electric ore factory, or simply washing copper ore. Okay, so if I take the the refined... There's cobalt. So if we wash it... Let's see here. Crushed. Oh, that is so hard to see. This line here, I think is supposed to go to here, purifying it. Purified. So if we grind it and centrifuge it, so there's no cobalt there. So if we macerate it twice, I think it comes down into here, the impure, and then we centrifuge it there. I see. Okay, so that's probably what we might do. I don't know. I'll have to figure things out and get some bins and barrels and such for all those fluids. But for the time being, that is going to be an episode tip for today. If you did like what you saw, please leave a like or comment down below. It really helps me out. And I appreciate all your... I have no idea where that sentence was going. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. That's all for now.